I don't know who needs to hear this, but whoever you are currently in contact with or in connection with in some sort of way, maybe it's past, it's a present person, a new person, an old person, take it as it resonates. Anyway, the level of hypocrisy that this person has on them, okay? If this is a past person, this is someone who wanted you to maybe work through some infidelity while you were with them, okay? You could have possibly chose yourself. You could have moved away, walked away from the entire connection because of someone's inability to emotionally attach in a healthy way. Okay. Fast forward, you and this person start speaking again. Okay. And you think that this person has matured in the emotional area. And, y'all going back, y'all catching up, you telling, whatever, right? And realize that this person is still in the fucking Eight of Swords when it comes to you. Somebody still doesn't want to admit to the things that has happened in the past. Because, again, we feel like just because we don't speak upon it or address it, that it don't build up some sort of resentment. Somebody's tapping into their dark feminine energy, okay? Maybe you was in your light energy, your light feminine energy when you met this person, where you were very forgiving, when you were very empathetic, when you were very understanding. Now you're tapping into your dark feminine energy where, okay, yeah, you can be forgiving, but you can also be assertive, okay? You don't got to do that fake ass silent treatment shit. You're going to tell the person exactly how they made you feel because you're not doing fake relationships anymore. You're not going to sit in somebody's face, right? Have a old resentment built up that you're tucking because you're trying to save the other person's ego. You're not doing this, okay? So yesterday, oh Lord. All right, I was channeling songs by Jaheim, Gotta Find My Way Back. And then right after that song, Chris Brown's It Depends came on, okay? So both Gotta Find My Way Back and now It Depends. So I feel like whoever is going to resonate with this message, you have raised your standards, okay? You have raised your standards on how you are dealing and operating with people, and you've raised your standards on how you want people to deal and operate with you, okay? If they can't speak some sort of truth, if they can't inform you of the disappointment or the hurt that you have caused them so it can give you the opportunity to fix some shit, then you don't want to deal with it, and vice versa, okay? So this is not going to be for everybody. Some of y'all like the silent treatment shit. Some of y'all like keeping the that little control over another person's head. I know one thing, for me, it drives me fucking insane. And if you care about somebody, right, you don't let them change you. Say what you gotta say, and then you match the energy. If the door is closed, then let it be closed. But don't close it without somebody knowing what the fuck and how you truly feel. That's my opinion. That's just how I feel. Okay, people can say that you weak. People can say that you emotional. Oh well, so be it. Yes, the fuck you are. But at the same time, you're not gonna allow somebody to leave your life and not know why the fuck they're leaving it. Okay, you're gonna know exactly why, and the reason is because of this and that. Okay, especially if somebody is a hypocrite, especially if somebody is asking something from you that they can't give to you. Oh, somebody's calling that shit out. Okay, so and I feel like with the dark feminine traits, so the light feminine traits are being in touch with your intuition and emotions, empathy and nurturing the needs of others, grace, peace, and compassion, patience and being slow to anger, caretaking, and looking after others. This is what energy this person could have possibly caught you in, your light feminine energy, because you just was slow to anger, you were patient, you was compassion, you was empathetic, you were nurturing of the needs of others. Fuck your feelings, okay? As long as everybody else felt good, you was doing your job. But now it's like something switched. Like, no. You're tapping definitely into your dark feminine energy, okay? Where not only are you embracing your emotional death, okay, when it comes to your body, and how you're touched, how your soul is being touched. You have confidence, you're fearless, and you're fucking brave. You're brave to speak up and say exactly how a motherfucker treated you. Whether they call it emotional or not, they can kiss your ass, okay? Then it's like having a magnetic, assertive side and owning your power and having solid boundaries. Okay, so it says when you're tapping into your light feminine energy, you're likely to feel safe, be tapped in with self-love, and be in a place to nurture and care for others. When you're tapping into your dark feminine energy, you're likely to be ready to face a challenge, to stand up for what's right, and to be in a place to seek justice for and protect others. You're seeking fucking justice, okay? You okay to go up against a challenge. You okay, you're ready for a challenge, okay? It says both sides of feminine energy are needed, the light and the dark aspects. Since you're most likely already very familiar with light feminine energy traits, let me help you form a deep connection with your dark femininity. Okay, so that way you can form your dark feminine power. So whoever this is, you are embracing some sort of dark feminine energy. Somebody could be used to you being only in your light aspects, so it's very much different from them. Okay, when you say you've been healing, when you say you've been all these things, this is somebody who feels like, oh no, you ain't healed, because now you ready for a challenge. Now you have these stronger boundaries. No, it's like you're not allowing people to treat you how they used to treat you. Okay, like I said, especially if this is somebody from the past. We're already 6 minutes in. Let's go ahead and roll with the messages and see what Spirit wants us to say, wants us to know in these cards. Okay, hope you guys are doing well. Oh Lord. They try to make you feel like having both of your energies interconnected is a bad thing, but it's a whole. All the whole qualities. We're not perfect people, so we're not going to do everything right. It's not our jobs to only cater to other people's feelings and emotions and their needs. It's also their job as well. It's also our job to tell them exactly where they are going left and where we need to make things right. It's also your job to do that. But a lot of people are robbing and stealing each other of this opportunity to be whole within self. Okay, just some more verbiage. I'll talk about it in a second. Yeah, I feel like, you know, if you really care about this person and they have circled back and spent the block and you allowed the door to stay open, you know, yeah, you're not playing the radio anymore. This is somebody who's going to know exactly how you feel, so that way you can release that shit off of you. You know, you're not going to sit in their face and ha ha he he like everything is perfectly fine. You still love this person, you still care for them, so why be fake in their face? It's something about fake love too. You're not doing that shit. Like, Hangman, the King of Pentacles, this 8 of Wands, the King of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Holy shit! Yes, you are definitely stepping into your dark feminine energy, but you're also embracing your light. Yep, this King of Pentacles is the matcher with 9 of Pentacles here. Okay. I feel like you see that this person can be better than what they claim that they are. You challenge this person. I feel like the both of you are both financially independent. Okay. Both of you are very generous. Both of you have things to offer in the connection here, but I feel like somebody is not used to you speaking your mind, following your intuition, okay, being bold, taking some sort of action, okay? But at the same time, you still have this nurturing quality about you. You could be a parent. With the King of Cups energy, it's like you don't have, it's like you do not love this person, okay? You feel like this is somebody, you feel like this could be somebody that you can grow with, but they have to be willing to grow for themselves. They have to become emotionally balanced. They can't have, this one-sided hypocrisy about them here. Okay, it's like you realize you seeing things from a different point of view, in regards to how someone needs to receive love or how someone is showing love. It's like if you ain't gonna help this person will never get no help. And I feel like because you are like someone who, again, with that light feminine energy, you care for others. This can be somebody who feels like you're being very harsh to them and you're being very cold to them, but you're not. You're actually showing this person real love. This could be somebody who silent treatment you because they don't know how to express their own feelings and concerns, who avoided some sort of tough, conversations with you. Yeah, we have a Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Like, this person is not really intact with their emotional well-being. They avoid it. It's like a Peter Pan syndrome here. They avoid it. But you're like, hell no, you're not. You're going to show up, especially if this is somebody who over the course of the years has reached out to you, for you, looked for you, searched for you. It's like, bitch, you was searching for me. You was minding, your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? You was minding your entire business. Or maybe the course over the years, the both of you just, looked each other up, maybe there was some distance between the two of you. Yeah. Wow. This is somebody who is really attached to some sort of shadow and they need to embrace it. They could be also in a mix of destructive behavior. So this is like somebody who could be a cheater. Like, this is somebody who runs to anybody who would allow them to emotionally spill on them. Meaning like, and I feel like, the two of you could possibly have the same kind of aspects. Yeah, that's the justice. By understanding. By seeing where the balance is. But it shows up in different ways. You might not be a cheater, but you're someone who will, speak about the shit that's going on in the relationship to other people. With details. Okay? Because you're very shameful. Just like this person is. Like, they'll cheat. Right? With people who know that they already in a connection. They cheat with other shameful people. Everybody's shameful in this bitch. Everybody's shameful in this bitch, okay? And this is the balance. This is the acceptance of knowing that we are embodying certain characteristics and we're drawing and attracting one another. It's not about putting the other person down or making the other person feel bad. It's about helping each other elevate and rise and grow. That is the justice. Yeah. So that way you can be fucking happy. Like, come on now. So that way you can be happy. There's no in between. So it's like somebody can't come to your person and say, oh, collective is doing X, Y, and Z. The person gonna look at them like, bitch, please get out my face. Like, you know what I'm saying? No second guessing. Okay. This is the type of foundation you want with this person. You don't want nobody hitting you in your DMs. You don't know nobody following you in some weird shit on social media. You know what I'm saying? Because they see y'all posted together and stuff like that. And now you got bitches just coming out of the woodwork, You want this person to be as solid as you're solid. You want to be able for somebody to come into your DMs and say, oh, I've been with your person. And for you to say, if you don't get out of here and really be confident in standing it, that's what you want. This person doesn't understand. You're not with the fake shit. You're not going to pretend that everything is peachy clean, that you just believe every word that they say. You're not that. Maybe at one point in time you would have, because it was a relationship you were trying to keep together. But at this point in time here, collective, I feel like you don't care what kind of relationship has to be, ripped apart, torn to pieces, sent to hell. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is willing to make the change and fix the situation and keep you in their lives and vice versa, they will be willing to Communicate. Communicate with you. Not ghost you. Not block you out. But communicate. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's a sense of breaking some sort of cycle, some sort of negative phase, letting go of this. This is what you're seeing differently. You're not going to allow fakeness to, build the foundation around any relationship that you're building from here on out. People will say, let it go. It's like, bitch, I am letting it go. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, letting it go is just not ghosting and sweeping up underneath the rug. It's you still holding on to that built-up resentment. That shit that makes your stomach hurt. That comes across your mind every now and again and make you feel sad. Feeling trapped, fearful. You're not in a fearful kind of energy anymore. Remember, you tapping into that dark feminine energy. You're fearless. Okay? And this is justice for you. Justice for you is telling a motherfucker how they made you feel, why you responded the way that you responded, if they need clarity. And if it can be fixed, fix it. If it can't, then let the fucking bridge burn. But holding on to grudges and secret animosity and resentment is for the weak. You can move forward with the King of Pentacles. This person is willing to, this King of Pentacles wants to move forward with you. The Chariot just came out. Hold on. Yeah, this King of Pentacles feels like you are their person. And like, I feel like this is somebody who needed some time to kind of think about how you are approaching the situation now. I feel like this is somebody who wants to say you're the realest person they know that they have in their life besides their mama. I feel like their mama tell them the same goddamn thing. Tell them to get their shit together, get their stuff in order so they can move forward, to let shit go that don't want to be fixed. But this is somebody who definitely sees you as, being able to navigate your feelings and emotions. Though they are hurt feelings, those are feelings, those will pass, This person knows that they can bring some sort of happiness into your life. It's like, this is just somebody who wants somebody to believe in them. And I feel like the initial shock of you maybe speaking up and telling this person how you truly feel came off as an attack, because this is not what this person is used to from you. This is somebody who's used to your light feminine energy. Okay, now that you're tapping into the dark feminine energy, this person is like, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. But wow, when you could wish for something and then it finally comes true and then you don't know how to handle it? This is what this person is doing. But they know they want to move forward with you. Yeah, this is somebody from your past. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely somebody from your past. You're speaking about something about your past here. Your intuition is telling you to say what you have to say so this shit can be done and over with. So you don't have to bring it up again, so you can just discuss it. Because this is something that was never discussed. Maybe, when you decided to end this connection, you didn't have the full proof, but you have proof enough. You had enough proof to walk away from this connection here. Maybe this connection was meant to be informed the way that it was, so that way the two of you can come back together later on in life. But somebody had to come in differently, and that is you. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody who wants to give to you. Let's see if they're still afraid, or if they want to grow into a King of Cups, if they want to be vulnerable, if they want to feel safe. They do. They do. They see you as their counterpart, their stable partner, somebody who they can have a stable home with, someone they don't have to worry about. But they realize they have to do the same for you here, collective. They realize that they can't be a hypocrite. They realize that if they're asking of something from someone else, that they must be able to do the same for another. This is what brings balance and peace and celebration and harmony to a connection. Somebody has to get bold. This person has to get bold and vulnerable. And they can't just only say, now how you're speaking to them now. They have to understand that, of course, you're going to be angry, you're going to be emotional, you're going to say exactly what you need to say and let you say it, because it's something that you was holding on to. So it built over time, that resentment, that anger. You could have felt robbed and stripped from your own truth, trying to keep the peace, so that way you won't hurt this person's ego or feelings or whatever. But you kept eating it. You kept eating it. You kept eating it. You're no longer nobody's sacrificial lamb, is what I'm hearing. The sacrificing department is closed. But you will stand up for what you believe in with the justice energy. Yeah, tap into that dark feminine energy, okay? You're releasing the struggles and the pains and the burdens. You've carried this shit for too long. Oh, yeah. It's like you carry the burdens of other people. It has put you down. It has weighed you down. People have moved on from you. People have talked about you. People have shamed you. But you carry on so many secrets, so many things that these people have done to you. It's like they didn't have no problem telling you how you made them feel. But you apologized, you was humble. You kept your head down and you kept taking the hits. Yeah, you've carried this way too long. A 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Wands, get the fuck out of here. It's bringing you balance. Yeah, that's crazy work. You could have been raised to suppress that dark feminine energy, because that dark feminine energy is what keeps you protected. That feminine energy will keep you oppressed. It keeps you a slave. But though both is needed to operate as a functioning person, as a whole person. Because just because you can tell a motherfucker off one day don't mean that you can't laugh and ha ha he and joke the next. Like, it's no grudges being held here. But in order for you to move forward with people, you're going to have to start releasing this pain. Okay? All the burdens that they have built onto you. And if they want to, and if they're willing to discuss their behavior, then I guess the bridge can be rebuilt. But if not, if they want to ghost you, if they want to silent treatment you, then you already know the fucking door is closed. Close it. Burn it on your side too. Don't leave nothing open for anybody to come back. What I say, the Death card, Queen of Pentacles. You transformed, okay? You understand that you are more than just one energy to embody, okay? Without both energies, you are unable to properly protect yourself. Yep. Against hypocrites, people who are abusive, people who are bullies, like people who do things in a sneaky fashion, calling that shit out. You calling that shit out. It's like they got you fucked up here, collective. They see you as being one way because that's the way you operate in the light feminine energy. You operate in the light feminine energy on a daily basis. That's how you show up. But it's like someone don't know that this dark feminine energy has been growing over time, just because you find yourself in relationships where there's been a lot of Five of Swords, a lot of people trying to bully you, take from you, put you down, especially if you had any remnants of dark feminine energy poking out in your behavior or something. It's like people would shame you for that because they wanted you to be in a light feminine energy so they can fucking bully you, period. And you would take it because you was in the light feminine energy where you are compassionate and caring for others. Anybody wants a doormat. If you can let somebody step all over you here, collective, they're gonna step all over you. Just like if if they do something, they're gonna keep taking, especially if it's benefiting them. Nobody's gonna say, oh no, don't worry about it. Nobody's gonna stand up for you. You have to learn how to stand up for yourself. Okay, it says dark feminine energy can take many forms and it will manifest in your inner world and outer world in different ways. It might show up as the courage to confront your deepest fears and insecurities, the creativity to break free from societal norms, or the fierce determination to stand up for your beliefs and set boundaries. Somebody didn't want you setting fucking boundaries. Somebody wanted you to sit in your goddamn light feminine energy as if that's the only way you needed to operate. But here's some truth. Let's go ahead and hold on. Like, to really embrace your dark feminine side, you have to have the vibe where it's not about playing small or being scared, but it's all about stepping into your power and owning owning every part of yourself. Okay, when somebody feels that you're shrinking and you have shrunk yourself, they're going to step on you. They will have no respect for you. 2737, as I said that, because people can feel energy. They know when you shrinking. They know when you're afraid of conflict. They know when you're carrying everybody's fucking burdens. They know this. It says the rise of patriarchal religions and societies meant that women in both reality and mythology could no longer be both light and dark, nurturing and fierce, chaste and lustful, patient and ambitious, or modest and proud. The latter was seen as wild and represented a power. The latter was seen as wild and represented a power some men feared they could not control. This fear was, and still is, projected onto real women through patriarchal institutions and mythological features like Lilith, Isis, and Kali, through religious doctrine and demonization. So they have weaponized and demonized the dark feminine energy because this is the energy that's assertive. This is the energy that's going to speak up. This is the energy that's not going to allow themselves to be a fucking doorknob. This is the energy that's going to go out and protest for you. Protest and stand up for what's right. Walk and lead the marches. This is that type of energy. But because some men in the patriarchal system felt like this energy was too strong and it was uncontrollable, they decided to say, you know what, that's a bad energy to have as a woman. And that's how you lived. But that shit is over. You're transforming, you're changing. You're not letting it go. You're maintaining it, but you're also protecting it as well. It also says for a dark masculine energy, It says dark masculine energy is a primal, unapologetic, and intense form of personal power that embraces chaos, fearlessness, and deep transformation, distinct from both light masculinity and toxic abusive behaviors. So you can be looking for a fucking dark masculine energy, okay? You're trying to help this person get to their dark masculine energy, okay? Where they can embrace this chaos, this fearlessness, so they won't put you down as saying you're too masculine, or you too this, or you too that, or you're crazy, or whatever, to protect the fucking punk ass ego and they light masculine energy, okay? Or in the abusive archetype, okay? Or toxic, excuse me. It says it represents a shadow work archetype, the dark king, who is conscious, self-aware, and protective, using his strength to face inner wounds and external challenges. Clock it. You're looking for a dark masculine energy. Period. That's what you want. All these feminine bitches, like, yeah, you want somebody to be able to tap into their emotions and be able to express the feelings, but you don't want somebody running from you either. Okay? Trying to shrink you so they can control you, manipulate you, overpower you. No, you're looking for a partner, not a daddy or a wife. Or a mother. Do I want to read this stuff? It says, like, the dark masculine energy is distinct from toxic masculinity, which is categorized by harmful dominance, violence, and manipulation. Okay. Yeah. So figure out what feminine dark goddess energy you sit in. It will tell based off of but not really, because your light feminine energy could have put you like in a Lilith. In Lilith, she was more lustful. She was the first wife of Adam. She was the one that was banned, so because she didn't want to follow Adam's commands or whatever, that's why Eve stepped in and took her place as the trophy wife, and Lilith is just the straggler, and she's learned how to use her sexuality to overpower men. So this is why you can possibly find yourself in these relationships where you're very tempting and men lurk over you, and then they blame you for being the temptation, being in that light of dark energy. Don't fucking let them. Don't let them do it. Okay? Maybe because you have been, if you are in the light of energy, you can maintain the light of energy, but that light feminine energy had you in places that you didn't want to be in. It turned you into a hoe. Okay, very promiscuous, very lustrous, and just because you felt like you needed to please everyone else, you make everybody happy. Okay, so that fucking light feminine energy, is just gullible as fuck. Like this is just, oh, bless her heart. But this is where the dark energy has to come in and to protect her. Okay. So if that's not your part of the story, kudos to you. All right. But if it is, this is why, you were imbalanced. You didn't know how to balance out your light and feminine, your light and dark feminine energy. Okay. Though they existed, but you just didn't know which one was controlling the ship. The light one was making you look foolish out here in this bed. You were looking foolish with that light energy controlling the ship. Sure was. All right, what's his Wheel of Fortune in reverse? The Hangman. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Hangman. What are you releasing, or what needs to be released? What cycles being broken in this connection? This is successful with the 6 of Wands. I'm so happy for whoever this is. Stand in your fucking power. Okay, this is definitely a victory. Okay, you're moving forward with some sort of confidence here. For some of you, it can lead you straight into some sort of success and some sort of fame, if that's what you're looking for. But continue to make progress, continue to move forward with or without a connection. Okay, it's like you already know that if somebody can't embrace you in your dark aspect, then they don't need to be in your life. They just want to, oppress you. Okay, especially if you going against the patriarchal system. There's so many things that women do now equivalent to men is ridiculous. But I'm not saying be disrespectful. I'm not saying just create a fight. No. But speak up for yourself. Let someone knows how you feel, because you want somebody who's an equal partner to you. You don't want to be beneath someone, or and y'all just, whoever you praise to is who's above you. But of course, in this society, the man will always be seen as the head, and that's fine. But they also have to operate in that energy as well, in the respectful way, in the correct way, in the healthy way. You have no problem, being the helpmate to a husband. But the husband they have to play their role. They can't be out here cheating, shaming you, making you look crazy and embarrassed, like you just standing next to somebody who, do whatever they want to do and don't give a fuck about you. None of that fake shit. Telling you, none of that fake shit. High priestess energy with the chariot and the king of pentacles. I feel like this person doesn't want that too. They love you. They do. They just now need to work through their ego and learn how they're going to be able to embrace this new you here. It's like you ain't letting up. I feel like if somebody's silent treating you, you went in. You ain't matched their energy to make them feel better, to do the shit that you used to do. You just kept going and going and going. Good for you. Good for you. Even if you wasn't receiving a response there, or the responses that you wanted to receive, good for you. This person is looking at you like, this is my person. This motherfucker do not care. They're not going to allow me to walk all over them anymore. This is the person. This is the person I can grow with. This is the person I can learn from. This is the person that, is my equal. Duality. This is someone who is centered. You hold a lot of power. Okay, this person knows you hold a lot of power in the connection. I feel like this is somebody who could have possibly been searching. This is what they've been searching for. Okay, they searching for that person that's gonna give it to them. Give it to them when they not doing what they're supposed to be doing, holding them accountable. I feel like here, collective, you didn't give a fuck whether or not you were receiving a response back or not. If a nigga tried to block you, excuse my words, if he tried to block you, okay, if this energy tried to block you with no thing, it's because they wanted to silence you. You will not be silenced, especially when you have every reason to say what you need to say. You're not picking, you're not starting. But like I said, if somebody knocking on your door and you open it and they come in, it is what it is. Yep, this person definitely sees you. They was waiting for this energy here. This is the one they was testing. They was waiting for this energy. They knew they did you dirty. They was waiting for whenever you was going to bring it up, or if you were still in this light feminine energy, that fake ass energy. I'm sorry. That energy needs to come out when necessary. That dark energy needs to stay out at all times. You're walking this cold ass world. You need to be on point. You need to be on guard. Okay? That light energy, good morning. Thank you. How are you? That little sweet talk, yeah. You need that. You need both of them. But that light energy, that shit took you down a rabbit hole. Okay? And it messed up your whole creds. Your whole creds. You got people all around you thinking they can just walk all over you, talk to you all kinds of ways like you ain't gonna do nothing. It is what it is. Keep that energy. Yep. You was robbed of speaking your truth here. You was robbed from speaking your truth to anybody from your past here because you have been tucking it. You had nothing but fucking snakes and deception around you. Cheating. People were taking your ideas. Whatever you spoke about, they was creating it, especially if they had more funds than you. You were getting tricked because you were being looked at as being naive, or because you wasn't stepping into your dark feminine energy. You wasn't building that power. Yeah, you got robbed a lot. You did. You got robbed a lot. And people get angry at people who stand up for themselves. That's how you know. You go toe to toe. The fuck? Oh, wow. Okay. We have the death. A transformation. So is this person willing to change? Have a rebirth, an upheaval? A spiritual transformation? To transition to where they really need to be, emotionally balanced? A real leader? Someone who is empathetic, tolerant? Even though they still maintain some sort of control. But this is somebody who's not sitting in their ego. So I asked before, is this person like willing to change? They are willing to change. They are willing to change, to have some sort of new beginning, some sort of stable life, some sort of harmonious life with you. Oh shit. This is the gotta find my way back. Hold on, I gotta look at the lyrics. I gotta look up them lyrics. I was trying to figure out when the songs was gonna resonate with the fucking read. I just was told just now. This is like somebody gotta find a way back to you. To you, to us, to love and love. Man down, my heart's in. Okay, here we go. Man down, my heart's in your hands now. So somebody is okay with letting go their ego, putting your heart in their hands, because now they know that they can trust you. You're not out to get them. You just want the best for them. You're not here to see them down. You're here to help them rise. What this person felt was unsafe at one point in time, okay, is what they realize is really safe. Like you're not stepping down. You're not stepping down unless it's not fixable. You're not gonna keep talking. Okay. After so many things, after you get whatever you need to say off your chest, if this person still did not respond back to you or whatever, then you're gonna leave it. But I feel like this is somebody who is still communicating. They still have the door open. Because I feel like this is somebody who is going through a slow transition. They can't believe it. They can't believe that you are here, collective. They can't believe that they can no longer get you in this energy. And that in that energy where you once was, in that life feminine energy, anybody can get you. Anybody. Anybody can deceive you. Anybody can do anything. And they didn't want that next to them. They didn't want to push over. This is person they did not want to push over. They just did not know how to explain that. They just used you. the way you allow them to use you and the energy in which you was operating in. Now you're leading with this dark feminine energy. Baby, this is going to be somebody who is like ready to marry you, honey. I'm just saying, it is what it is. It's not going to be for everybody, but it is going to be for some. He says, man down, my heart's in your hands now. It says, hide your love, another X in the sand now. No clue, no map, damn. So I'm digging till I end up in Japan now. Somebody wants to take you away. Okay. Somebody is comprehending, but they can't cope. Somebody is saying something that you've said. It says, funny, you always said hope floats. So it's fluent. Bottom of the deck, we started with that Fool energy, right? With that second deck, it was the Fool at the bottom of the deck. It's like you always been gliding, floating, both of you. So I gotta find my way back to you, baby. We got lost, lines got crossed, and the light turned to static, babe. Okay. That's that song. So we got death out here, transformation out here both times. Okay. I want to say that it depends with this high priestess energy, but for whatever reason it didn't come out. Then let's see. I think it's going to come out here with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. It flipped. It depends. It's the Hermit. So it depends if this person... oh, no. This is all about you, baby. Yep, this is you. Everything is circulated around this moment here, collective, when you had to step outside yourself, when you had to go in hermit, when you had to self-evolve and self-introspect. Okay? You gain some higher wisdom, some higher knowledge, but self-care. You realize exactly what you need to do in order to stay afloat, in order to survive in this world of users and of fucking abusers. And it's cold. It's a cold world out here. Yeah, I'm still not feeling that Chris Brown song. It depends. I feel like this is somebody who manifested you as well, back into their life, but maybe in that soft energy, the light energy. They didn't expect for you to come another way. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. They didn't expect for you to come here like this. Clear-minded, great thinker, having all the different perspectives, not being a victim. It depends. It depends. Yep. Like, I don't know why people think that you're going to sit around and chase their asses. Like, you're always going to have light aspects, okay? You're always going to have compassion for others. But at the same time, if they ain't giving it back, like, what the fuck? Like, you're not boo-hooing, crying, and sitting in your misery over shit like that no more. Your mind is clear. It doesn't matter who it is. Your mind is very clear, it's receptive. You're very complex. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is it. He says, you bad as hell. I treat you well. I will. It's good. I can tell. Come give me hell. Come here. You're giving this person hell right now. You're not allowing this person to give you hell. The shoes have reversed. You're not tolerating no bullshit from this person. like ever. This person knows that they can't trample over you, walk all over you, say any kind of thing that they want to say to you, whatever here collective is. Like, you making moves. At the same time, you're still nurturing, you're still kind, you still care. Because if you didn't care, collective, you could have matched this person's energy. If they silent, if they, went silent on you, you could have matched this energy. Okay? This person is a runner. They're used to running from emotions. If you know this about this person, if you really paid attention about your person, then you would realize that you wasn't going to stop until you finished whatever you needed to say. It says, so guess I done ran out my options. I guess I done ran out of options. Can't keep fantasizing. I'm calling you so we can lock in. But you call me toxic. Yeah, you tell this person exactly who they are. You make it easy for me to believe in your loving. You better believe it, because baby, I'm leaving with something. You bad as hell. I treat you well. I will. It's good, I can tell. Come give me hell. Come here. Yep. Somebody can also be missing your sexual energy. Maybe you're missing this person's sexual energy as well. But it's something about you. You're not crossing no lines with this person until something is solidified. So that's going to be the difference here, collective. This is why your dark energy is protecting your light energy. At one point in time, you would have just let them have you. Okay, now this is somebody who actually absolutely have to work for you. You don't give a goddamn if you knew them for 100 million gazillion years. Yeah, this is the only way that they're gonna be able to take some sort of new journey with you, start a new beginning with you. Okay, it's interesting how that deck had the Fool, and now this deck is ending with it. Yep. This is going to be a journey full of freedom. I feel like you and this person have different lives, but they come together very well. Okay. There's going to be space in this relationship, but this is the only way this person can start a new beginning with you, period. And you definitely laying down the rules here. That light energy, okay, let's get naked. This dark energy is like, no. Pipe down, shorty. Slow your ass down. Okay? You're gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to show me. Guys, this is your message. This is all I have for you. Until next time, namaste.